Ladies and gentlemen, I am not necessarily sober, but I ain't drunk. And Instagram is saying hot chick alert. So let me. Okay. Koken Productions, My Big Pumpkin. You're so polite. Rusty Dog says, "Good day, Solaris. I watched new video. Very nice. Very nice, man." Liquid Diet. Hi, Richard. My chair's a bit out of place here. Nevia, hello, how are you? I'm procrastinating. I should be finishing my taxes now. Instead, I'm drinking a concoction of grenadine, hard tea, and the steep of bitter melon gourd. Liquid Diet. What are you drinking tonight? Oh, I already said that. This is the red color is from the grenadine. I'm drinking it's Nasty Beast iced tea and the steep of bitter melon gourd. So I am a little drunk. I mean, I've had about the equivalent of 2 beers, weak beers. I mean, not like Russian beers, but. Koken Productions. Ever try some water? Yes, I drink quite a bit of water, actually. But I need to drink my bitter melon gourd for medicinal reasons. Solaris, what's the picture for today, Rich? This is old rotten wood. It's painted white, and I false colored it so it became blue. I don't know if you noticed the ground beneath, but it looks like there's, little sparkles in it. I really like this particular picture. But yeah, this is a wood beam, and this area behind it is actually concrete that is also painted white. I forget where this was. It's been so long, but Rusty Dog, wee! Mango Diaz, it's raw cat blood. You're a weirdo. Slars, iced cat blood. You're a weirdo too. Artmore, you look like you never had a woman in your arms. How do you know what that looks like, Artmore? I mean, have you? Because it sounds like a really specific thing. Rusty Dog, do you drink Aussie beer? You know, I do drink certain beverages from Australia, mostly sodas. Foster's comes from Canada though, so it's not Aussie. So it's Aussie beer is really hard to get your hands on out here. Ethox Plays says hello. Koken Productions, can you put a picture of a crackhead on? No, I don't have any of those. P. Diddy, roses are red, watches are gold. Get on your knees and do what you're told. eat a bag of dicks. Barbara Breyer, hi, how are you doing? I am doing. Rusty Dog looks like an old boat on the ocean. Amazing how it turned out. Yeah, I mean, this is a super saturation. So, you know, I just really liked the color scheme. You know, it really, really spoke to me. Raham Jones. Hello, sir. Like your orange drink. It's red, actually, but yeah, the steep has a funny flavor, so I had to add things to it. Solaris, girl, how about you wait? His chat is delayed from ours. Oh, okay, yeah. Barbara Jones, I asked a damn question and I said, how is your day? My day was fine. Tematoz, alcohol is for the weekend. It's my weekend. Well, the end of my weekend. I mean, I can't keep drinking after this. I'm going to sober up before work, but work in 8 hours now, I think, a little under 8 hours. Rusty Dog, alcohol is for sore backs. Yeah. B Money, Wagwin, brother. Okay. P Diddy, where are you working? Los Angeles. Timitas, who's Neil? I am Neil. I am Richard Neil. Burger Planet, what's the blue painting? Is it a Matter Daddy? It's a piece of wood painted white. Solaris, Rich, you should gear up for Taco Tuesday. Those taco monsters are no joke. No joke for you. Timitans, who's 7888 Richard? Again, that's what YouTube calls me. I think. Bane, yo! Terrence Elgar, morning, Mr. Palaboom. Solaris, what is that real Bane from Lego Batman 3? Bane, I got a big bad slimy dookie slide out of my bum so fast I blasted out my cakeys and splattered my son all brown and muddy. Thank you for sharing that with the Rusty Dog. Tuesday is special day. It only comes once a week. P. Diddy, oil up, my bro. Terrence Edgley, the mud spirit of the khakis. Raham Jones, how can a power core work in a CPU chip microprocessor? All this office work seems to keep up with me. I must not tell the boss. Get to me, which things get heated and self-esteem. Not sure English is your first language there, broski. P. Diddy, yeah, Friday's special. Not for me. Well, okay, I will be working long hours on Friday. Terrence Edgley used to work at the Mandarin restaurant. Never did. Paul Brady, I love your hair. How often do you have to dye it? This is all natural. I am really a blood blonde. Somebody liked my comment in response to a video. So I'm going to read it to you. When they came for me, there was no one left to speak out. A quote from World War II. Speaking in regards to our immigrant situation. Smokin' Central, nice to see you. What's up, bro? Good to see you in the chat again. Terrence Egley. Oh, you just eat Mandarin. You don't cook it. I eat American Chinese food. Terrence Edgley. Well, guys, I think I'm going to go yank my chain. You do that. Solaris. Richard, are you aware of the sexual meaning behind your name? Which one of them? Danielle. Hey, man. Oh, I am overheating. Smokin' Central. God bless you, Richard. Over us, RN. Not sure what you mean, bro, but I thanks, I guess. Cure. How long have you lived alone, Richard? 5 years. 5 years I've lived alone. Graham Jones. We need office. Okay. Cure. You cook? Yes, I do. Smokin' Central. I mean to say, God bless you, Richard. Your mom is watching over us. Indeed. Danielle, what's up? Solaris, your mom jokes in the big 25. He was speaking of the fact that my mother has passed away. Cordy, hey Richard. PDD, what do you have in your pants that I don't have? Uh, 3 more inches. Sure, I've been alone 5 years too. I don't eat well anymore. Good to grant that when I had more people to cook for, I probably cooked a little bit better, but I mean, my last meal was mashed potatoes, sausage, and vegetables. Which, I mean, it's not wonderful, but it's not bad. Rat Tack, when are you going to address the allegations? When your mom says them. AG, how often do you service your vehicle? When the light comes on? Rusty Dog, I wrote a song about my girl. It's called Arise Light. Okay. Daniel, everything is gonna be fine, bro. That's what they said to Lenny at the end of Mice and Men. P. Diddy. No, P! Cordy, your mom passed away? Dude, my whole family is practically dead. My dad's dead, my mom's dead. This all happened a while ago. Cure, not bad. LASV, do you agree to deport illegal aliens? Not really. And they're not just deporting illegal aliens. Rusty Dog, 3 more inches, giggle. Yeah. Graham Jones, how is it possible to communicate with people if people have no insurance claim? People often electricity, but no food or rent or gas prices really increasing. Mm. Miguel Gonzalez, my mom passed away when I was 12. I had no dad growing up, or brothers, or sisters, so I'm what it feels like. Miguel, my mother died when I was 10, and my father saw no reason to come watch over his son. I had an older brother who was extremely violent and a narcissistic sister. I've had a pretty unpleasant life. But then, you know what? I've never slept on the street, so There are a lot of people that have it worse than me right now. Oh. Cordy, sorry to hear that, brother. I hope they're real in peace, bro. I'm serious. I can assure you, if there is a hell, my father is roasting in it. Rusty Dog, last, do you think they should arrest Alf? Well, I mean, if he eats people's cats, yes. Lackvid La, feed the cat, bro. I fed the cat half an hour ago. He's crying because he wants to bang another cat. P. Diddy, your mom and dad love you and us, bro. No, my father did not love me. Okay. He made it very, very clear that he felt I was the reason he had problems. Figured if I had never been born, he would never have had problems. Terrence Edgarly, I heard someone fart. Well, that you should probably wave the cat smell or the fart smell away. AG, sorry for your loss. Tim Durbidge. Hi, Richard from New Zealand. How's your night going? It's just starting. Jen Ramirez, RAP. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, kid. Oh, that's my kid. Rat Tech, do you have any good book recommendations besides Lord of the Flies? Signal to Noise by Eric Nyland, and Signal Shattered, which is its sequel. Do you have any particular? I mean, what are you looking for? I mean, are you looking for fiction, nonfiction, classic? Because yeah, I mean, I could recommend books in any category. Andy, I just got snotted on by a cat. Sydney girl, hello from Sydney, Australia. What's up? Rusty Dog, can you talk like Alf? I don't know. Andy Prain, I subbed. Terrence Eggerly, King Edgley. I am the one and only King Farting Edgley. Raham Jones, someone lost their cool at the office. He threw his monitor at the wall. Tom Snodgrass? Wave the cat smell away. She boogered on my finger. Terrence P. Diddy, I'm the gangster. I'm in the Black Power. Terrence Eggley, are the Chung Nelsons out yet in Missouri? Jason Carter, don't know what that means. Rusty Dog, 6:54 p.m. in Australia. Jim Ramirez, do you let your cat sleep in your bed with you? Of course. Wolf is normally the one that does that, although Caramel is known to do it quite a lot. Kit, not so much. Ishot, hello from Denmark. Krotos Ghost of Sparta says hello. Rat Tech, sci-fi? Okay, yes, as I say, Signal to Noise and Signal Shattered by Eric Nyland are definitely sci-fi novels you should check out. Dry Water is more of a fantasy novel, although there are sci-fi elements, and it's very closely related to Stephen King. You can't go wrong with Isaac Asimov. I highly recommend The End of Eternity. If you want something a little more mainstream, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by K.P. Dick, or 2001: A Space Odyssey by Arthur C. Clarke. I could go on and on with sci-fi. Smokin' Central, do you like Trump? No. Okay. Smokin' Central, understand this much. When Trump was elected, my people needed armed guards at our temples. Under Joe Biden, there were angry mobs hunting my people in the streets. Okay? And I can guarantee you things are not going to get better under Trump for my people. Right? Trump, whatever you want to believe about him, he brings out the hate in humanity. Okay? Quarty, why you ignorant, my brother? Or why you ignore me, my brother? I was nice to you and said nothing bad. Not ignoring you, I can only read so many comments. Vanny, Hey Rat Tack, a book with a bit of everything is a book of wisdom by Harry B. Joseph. It's quite interesting and mind expanding. You can find it free, just put PDF after title on archive.org. Yeah. You know, I missed some cat booger. You really got me, Kit. Smokin' Central, where are you from? I am from California. Rusty Dog, my dog sleeps in my bed with me. Yeah, the reason I didn't have my dog sleep in my bed with me is because he was a rather large dog, and he needed to poop quite a lot. So, you know, a giant dog turd is not something you want to encounter before you've had your coffee. Who are your people? Jews. The Jewish people. Tone blown. No, he doesn't. Lowell. For some reason, Miss Culinary is getting sucked out of our society. Well, dickholism is on the rise. Smokin' Central, are you Ukrainian? Apparently, I have some Ukrainian roots on my father's side. I do not know how that fits into the equation, but both my mother's and father's family did have roots in there. I'm an Ashkenazi, and a Jew from the Ukraine would be an Ashkenazi. And in fact, most of the Jews that were slaughtered in the Ukraine, and there were quite a few of them, did bear a striking resemblance to me, although their hair was far lighter. Are your people the NAFP? The NAFP? I've never heard of the NAFP. Cordy, it's kind of cool that Rusty Dog blocked me and I can't see his messages and he can't see mine, but we can talk by Richard. Rusty Dog, Giggle Cat Snot. Tom Snodgrass, who are your people? Oh, I've covered that one. I am 31% Ashkenazi Hebrew. Smokin' Central. Oh. Jason Carter, what's a Jew? A Jew can be defined one of two ways. One, a follower of Judaism, or two, someone who is genetically related to the Hebrew. Rusty Dog, my dog is a Jack Russell Terrier. Sounds like he's adorable. Rat Tech, I can't. Pex Ephenesia, when last time you seen your wiener? When your mom was sucking it. Rat Tack, OMG, Rusty Dog, pack when it was in your. Yeah. Pack Infamous, do you like watching dogs hump? No, not really. Cordy, me and Rusty Dog are both such a great dudes. I will never forget times when we were lying. Ugh. Coken Productions, Rich, my uncle said he has a crush on you. Weird. You're so weird. Michael Klunk, the truth spitter, you had Ukrainian and you lost. Right. The bent Ventur Paul Blart is real life. Fat jokes. You know, I never saw Paul Blart. Smokin' Central are after enough cat snot, you should have enough protein for the day. Dispassionate observer, you support Zionism. What is Zionism? If you mean Zionism, which is the belief that we have a right to live in Israel, then yes, I do support that. Do understand here that the Hamas people and all of the other groups there, they're not trying to stop Israel from doing something. They are trying to erase Israel. They mean to wipe my people from this planet. Every last man, woman, and child. No exceptions, no mercy. The very idea that I would stand against Israel should be counted as a suicidal tendency. If Bernie Sanders, who is a quaisling touting for the terrorists, were ever left in Gaza, he would be killed. Without question, without mercy. Atmore, how does it feel to not be able to talk to? Smokin' Central, I like your cat. Artmore, women. Artmore, you seem to have trouble with women. Jason Carter, the humor though, I love it. Rat Tech, you should try out your fish tank. What? Pax Ephineza, you the real life Peter Griffin. Cordy, you know what rhymes with Rusty Dog? Being such a great friend. Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I do. Smokin' Central, if you don't like Trump, do you support trans rights? Of course I support trans rights. I'm a reasonable human being. Look, dude, it's a lot harder for people to figure out who they are, you know? And if somebody is having some trouble with their self that way, they need to work it out, you know? And that's how they are, you know? It's not my place to tell them that they're right or wrong, is it? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Morning! Pax Ephanesia, did you squirt a load today? On your mom's face, yes. Snapshot Sniper, free vitals from prison. Mom, oh my. Corty, I know what's more pretty than Rusty Dog. Rusty Dog's... Okay, dude. Smokin' Central, oh my Gaza. Dispassionate Observer, have you visited Israel? No, I have not. Rat Tech, you think Kamala would be a better for Israel? I'm not dead sure, to be completely honest with you. But do understand here that Kamala was for Israel. Maybe not very openly, but she was for Israel. You know, I do understand that Israel is not the world. Okay? And that there's an entire world out there that needs saving. Pretty much from Donald Trump at this point. I don't judge a candidate exclusively by their stance on Israel. Rusty Dog, I understand your attachment to your cats. I love my Jack Russell very much. Yes, indeed. Mom, Richard is disgusting with the comments. Jen Ramirez, okay, this is going political now. It happens. Rusty Dog, is trans rights something to do with trains? No. Trans rights, Rusty, is the belief that a person who is insecure in their sexuality and perhaps believes they are the wrong gender has the same rights as any other human being. You know, I see something floating in there. It's alcohol. It should be fine. Your mom, on my face, and you liked it. Cordy, I can see Rusty Dog comments in the Richard's beautiful eyes. Love how he combines the letters together, such as great Jesus loving dude. Smokin' Central, true. Rusty Dog, what's prettier than me, my girl? Rat Tech, Rolf. Your mom, Rusty Dog, you have no girl, please don't lie. He talks about her quite a lot, so I'm pretty sure she exists. Smokin' Central, what is a trains person? I was confused. A trains person is someone who is into trains. Adam Young, Mike, who cheese Harry Alpha Kenny body. Rat Tech, this guy can't be real. Which guy? Your mom. And I liked it. Whoa. Cordy, if Jesus Christ will come back, Rusty Dog will be the first person to chat on him, and he would be crucified again. Let's not talk about Jesus, okay? It may offend some people. Rusty Dog, your mom will live a long way away from me. You know what about me. Artmore, how often do you shower? Maybe 10 times a week? Depends on how much working I'm due. I don't like leaving the house without showering. I mean, typically speaking, yeah, if I'm not going anywhere, I won't shower as much. But if I leave the house, like if I have to go to the store, I'm going to shower. And then if I go to work after going to the store, I shower again. I mean, I shower a lot. When you have a body as big as mine, you're always trying to keep it clean. Smokin' Central, your mom had it the size of a Wiener sausage, said Richard. Richard then said he wanted more Wiener. Rusty Dog, yes, I get offended, indeed. Artmore, do you like curves more or CVS more or Walgreens? I do not have a preference for either. Jason Carter, on trans rights, what if a grown man went into a woman's bathroom with your teenage daughter? Ish an actual problem. Okay, look, you know, for one thing, if a grown man goes into a restroom and sexually molests someone, it doesn't really matter what gender the person is. There's no bouncer at the restroom. If they're going in there, they're going in there. There are plenty of gender neutral bathrooms. And exactly what are you expecting to see? We have stalls. DeMarcus Garcia, sir, why are you still awake? Ha ha. This is my time to be awake. Okay, you're saying something religious. I'm just not going to read that. Rusty Dog, I shower 3 times a day in summer. Rusty Dog, sorry to offend you, brother. Your mom, Rusty Dog. It's weird lying about having a girl. Jen Ramirez. DeMarcus Gracie, hey. Smokin' Central. Trans rights is just another reason for Trump to give us another banging check, baby boo. Mm. Marcus Gracie. Hey, Jen Ramirez. Good to see you, Pry. Cordy Cordy. Rusty Dog. Your mom is right. Rusty Dog. Your mom. Why do you say I am lying? You're jealous. Demarcus Gracie. I have an excuse. I'm plugged by nightmares. Lol. You know, Demarcus, after my mother died, I had night terrors, which really makes it hard to sleep. And that's common losing somebody close to you, you know? Demarcus Gracie, I have an excuse. Cordy Cordy, Rusty Dog, why your mom is here. Demarcus Gracie, Pry means cousin in Espanol. Okay. Cordy Cordy, Rusty Dog, why you talking to your mom in here? Rusty Dog, furries don't lie. Your mom, Rusty Dog, jealous of you lying about having a girl? No. You know, your mom, you sound like a dude identifying as a woman. You know that? Just, that's a very dudeish thing to say. Demarcus Gracie, I shall call you El Amigo Blanco. Ha ha ha. The white friend? Or the friend white? Cordy Cordy, Rusty is listening to your mom. She knows best. Cordy, stop picking on Rusty. It's only making you look bad. Ilts Tim, bro said identify as a man. Mom, I'm a dude identifying as a woman, brah. That's amazing. Okay. Demarcus Gracie, the white friend, yes. Mom, I'm your mum. My mother has been dead for like 35 years. I don't think you're a ghost. Cordy Cordy, I know what's Rusty. It's a dog. Smoking Central is laughing. Rusty Dog. It mom doesn't like it because there's a no pretty girl left. I have them all in one. Demarcus Gracie, but I feel like you're more open to foreign cuisines such as curry, tacos, tortellini ect. I don't know how that came about, but yes, I have a very eclectic palate. Cordy Cordy, why have a ghost in here and Rusty Dog? Ramen Lover, Richards, Sodom, and Gomorrah were real. Yeah. Demarcus Gracie, why no evil girls had the prettiest face? Cordy Cordy, you know what is scary and live in Haunted House? Ghosts that talk to Rusty Dog. He wraps his hand against the post and still admits he sees the ghost. Been around 40 minutes now. Demarcus Gracie, because some of my white folks' friends online say they don't anything S, no Japanese, no Chinese. I don't know what that last word is. Ect. Nigerian maybe? Look, I'm a food blogger. Okay, I mean, see if I can. Okay, like today, yes, I consumed or I reviewed Titanic alcohol in honor of the sinking of the Titanic. All right, okay, but it's like yeah, you see, like this is pasta, burritos, bagels, this weird chocolate thing. donuts. Got my Easter stuff on this one because Easter just came, and you know that's what I do. But like, here's a Japanese soda pop, and it's like, yes, I specifically I saw Japanese soda pops, and I said, okay, I'm gonna go try as many of these as I possibly can, and that's who I am. I told myself I would experience one new thing every day. So yes, foreign food is very common. Dominic Turner, what's up, my guy? I'm back. Mm. Dominic Gracie, that was very cool of you, Richard. Titanic is the only movie to make me cry in real life. The alcohol is very interesting. Smoking Central, I am reporting you. Mm. Oh, Nigerianese. Her mom, Richard, why do you think I'm a dude identifying as a woman? Because you're claiming Rusty is lying about his girlfriend, and that's something that dudes do. Get three men in a room, wait 5 minutes, one starts lying about sex. And the other two say, yep, yep, yep. Rusty Dog, Richard, if you retire, I can yank over. I seem to be good at attracting insults. Giggle. Smokin' Central, and that's how we're here after 400 Japanese soda pops. Her mom, Rusty Dog, you're a furry. Question mark. DeMarcus Gracie, I've tried that Japanese Ruma soda. It's pretty good. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not as sweet as American soda, and Japanese sodas tend not to be. Japanese desserts tend to have less sugar in them than American ones. We're very decadent here. Jen Ramirez, DeMarcus Gracie, yes, Titanic was a good one. I cried too. Yeah, you guys didn't see Brave the Dark. Rusty Dog, yes, I'm a Christian furry. Narco Cats, play Chrono Trigger. Smoking Central, can you put goggles on? I'll donate $10 to your Richard Minion. I don't have any goggles with me. DeMarcus Gracie, Jen Ramirez, especially because I had an ex that was the one who got away, so it hit extra hard. What is F up we to go out Smoking Central, DeMarcus, you gotta tie them ones down, indeed. Giggle, Rusty Dog. Jen Ramirez, at DeMarcus Gracie. Aw. DeMarcus Gracie, I learned my lesson Central trusting my gut next time. Frank Affa, the dismal things men do. Her mom, Rusty Dog, would be the liar in the room. DeMarcus Gracie, Jen, it's all good. Pride, TY. Rusty Dog, you're the liar in the house. Cordy Cordy, Rusty Dog would go straight to hell for saying stuff about God. Her mom, nah. Speak now for life, 11. You look like Bob Ross. That's a new one. DeMarcus Gracie, Richard, I also cried when Michael Jackson died, to be honest. Well, a lot of people did, bro. That's not weird. Her mom, I'm not in the room. I'm not a man. Man, let me click on your icon for a second here. Eh, can't tell what that is. One of the things I dislike about this is you can't look up people's channel. So you can't see who they are or what they're doing. Mom is a song by Wet Leg. Which is a band that sings a lot about sex. Marcus Gracie, I remember exactly where I was. I was leaving the movie theater, and random people were crying and screaming. Smoking Central. Converted to Muslim in jail, so mashallah Ra- Rachad. Okay. Her mom, it's Raquel. Okay. Cordy Cordy Dog, woof woof. Her mom, the literal icon. Eh. Smoking Central, what is Raquel? A person, I think. Darnell Jiggles. Hello, sir. Cordy Cordy, a long time ago, I know someone named Rusty Dog. Rusty Dog. I cried when John Lennon died, but I was only 2 at the time. Demarcus Gracie. Richard, do you remember what you were doing on 9/11? Or when 9/11 happened? Yes, I was sleeping in a chair. And my brother-in-law opened the door and said, Richard, did you see the news? I said, what are you talking about? Do you hear what's going on? I got a call from my work. Get your ass in uniform and get down to the Department of Public Works. We're evacuating. So I assisted in the evacuation of the Department of Public Works that day. Oh, look, a spider. As I said, I counted the webs from all the spiders, catching things and eating their insides. My indecision to call you and hear your voice of treason. Will you come home and stop this pain tonight? Stop this pain tonight. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Smoking Central, dude, I cried when Kurt Cobain shotgunned himself, and I couldn't afford his signed shotgun. Her mom, I imagine not knowing who Raquel is Central. Ugh. Don't know who that is. Internet doesn't seem to either. Okay, Raquel is Central likely refers to the character Raquel from the Barbie universe, particularly her role in the Barbie Life in a Dreamhouse web series and the Barbie media. So, no, I get it. Your icon is a doll. It's a Barbie doll. And you think you're fabulous. You're not. Smoking Central, is this the guy from 51 Dalmatians? I did not see that. Marcus DeGracie, what? So you're in NYC? Awesome. No, no. Across the entire country, they evacuated government buildings. So I'm in Los Angeles, and in Los Angeles on 9/11, the Department of Public Works was evacuated, and I was responsible for helping clear out the building. Daryl Jingles, have you ever eaten a whole jar of peanut butter at once? Can't say that I have. Rusty Dog, depends if the kid is still on this scooter or not. Her mom, Rusty Dog, what's driving the car? Darnell Jingles, do you have a doctorate degree? No, I have a bachelor's degree. Wakeful Noodles 4, what was quite the comment? Smokin' Central has a degree in lard and frying stuff. I have a degree in psychology. DeMarcus Gracie, worst thing to do to crank one out right after eating some hot Cheetos and forgetting it was your hand. Ugh. I would assume that it would be a lot worse if you did that with habaneros, but you know, you do you, bro. Smokin' Central, I love hot Cheetos. Jen Ramirez, Marcus Gracie, 9/11 is I was born in 2001. Smokin' Central or Takis. What is a Barbie? You mean a doll? Yes, I mean the doll. Her mom, I am fabulous. Oh, you're fabulous. Well, you think you're fabulous. Grasshopper Plus, do you fart to clear out the building? No. DeMarcus Gracie, you're a youngin', Jen. Haha. Rusty Dog, smoking what are you sad? Cordy Cordy, Rusty Dog was director of Schindler's List. You people. Smoking Central, I am sad TF. DeMarcus Gracie, take our better Central. Smoking Central, I'm not sad. Darnell Jingles, lol, Rusty Dog, I have drive because of disability. Grasshopper Plus, I just cranked one out. We don't need to know that, dude. Cordy Cordy, Rusty Dog was flying in the second plane that hit. Guys are all weird. Colin Madden, how many cats do you own? Don't know. Marcus Gracie, Grasshopper Lemo. Darnell Jingles, I ate rock when I was a kid. Ramirez, take are pretty hot. Okay. Smoking Central, Richard, remember when you used to oil up on stream when we had our small little community? No. Marcus Gracie, Richard, I have an uncle who can't drive because he falls asleep during. He has a sleep apnea, so I have to chauffeur him around. That's rough, bro. Grasshopper Plus, you look happy. Marcus Gracie, yeah, Jen, I mean, mainly eat the jalapeno cheese Cheetos. Lol. XX World XX. Wahahahaha! Your mom. I identify as M. I definitely am. Rusty Dog, I am not Steve Spielberg. Jen Ramirez, DeMarcus Gracie, lol. DeMarcus Gracie, Woo Jen. Mike Demand, can't believe you are up this late, Mr. Neal. Glad have the place clean and no flies. I can hardly ever sleep. I've seen too many things. You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing, you normal people. You go to sleep and you have nightmares. Me, the nightmares are here when I'm awake. Grasshopper Plus, I'm your mom on drugs. Mr. Appliance Animator. Yo, Richard. Smoking Central, can you play Twister on your Woody? Like me, Richard. What? You people are weird. I mean, if live streaming wasn't working so well for me, I really wouldn't do it. You know, that I have a very limited desire to live stream. Darnell Jingles, I feel bad for people who lost their $1 million homes in LA fires, then got huge insurance checks. Okay, very few people lost $1 million homes in those fires. They were multi-million-dollar homes. I mean, they were like, oh yes, this home is worth $5-6 million, and we're like, boo effing who? DeMarcus or Denovan Valentine, what a hell of a metaphor. Her mom, Richard's mom, has been dead for 35 years, Grasshopper. Okay, so he's a ghost on drugs, bro. I mean, Jen Ramirez, DeMarcus Gracie, laughing. DeMarcus Gracie, Richard, do you say tacos instead of tacos? Well, I mean, at Taco Bell, you can't really call them tacos because they're not tacos, they're thingies. So, tacos, indeed. XX World XX, being weird is good thing for you, buddy. That's what makes you famous.
I am not famous, but I am weird. Donovan Valentine asking for no sympathy. 12K a week for 3 straight weeks is stocks just to follow up last Monday to see 30,000 missing from my 401k. And you're thanking Donald Trump. Colin Madden, I'm sorry, I think I missed your answer about the cats. How many was it? Don't know. Smokin' Central, Richard, I can usually stop by 3 p.m. to get you your morning message. Rusty Dog, me and Richard are the sanest ones on here, and I dress as a fox. Ugh. Grasshopper Plus, time to dig her up for necrophilia. You are a weirdo. Cordy, Rusty Dog was first bumping Richard's father for being a good father. Demarcus Gracie, as long as you don't say Garcia's at Taco Bell. Gary G. Carter, new here, Richard. What is your specialty and what do you normally discuss? Uh, Mostly philosophy. Simsil Quimilla Pompey, piggy. XX World XX, maybe if you work out, you will chosen as the next president. Right. Colin Madden. My name's not Colin. It's Cayenne? Ricky Bev. You sell cats? No, I do not. Grasshopper Plus. I eat cats. Marcus Gracie. Yes, because Richard looks like a cat merchant, right? Rusty Dog. Why am I being picked up tonight? Uh, Donovan Valentine. Nietzsche. Ricky Bev, what did you do with Pee Wee's Herman's bike? Ask your mum. XX World XX, can you taco again? Your pronunciation is so funny and I like it. Taco? Taco cat. Minijin, big ladies rule. Donovan Valentine. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the animals. Smokin' Central, Richard, can you remember to put your glasses on as it makes you more like the minion you are? I do not have glasses. Demarcus Gracie, lol. John, hello. Charlie Brown, how are you doing? Do I look bald? Okay, guys, we have just a few minutes left here. It's probably time for me to wrap it up. Ricky Bev, when do you get to go back to the island where the wild things are? After I eat you. Demarcus Gracie, Richard, I hardly bestow upon you the N-word pass. You may keep your N-word pass. That word is offensive and I do not use it. Nuclear! Mini Jim, Charles wasn't bald. Grasshopper Plus, you look depressed. I am depressed. You're here. Cordy, say bye to Rusty Dog from me, Richie. Marcus Gracie, I think a lot of people should learn to wrap it up. Ricky Beeve, how many cats have you accidentally killed? You're a real dick. Lord Dirt, hello. Got here just at the end, Lord Dirt. I'm just finishing up. Few more seconds. Smokin' Central. Richard, I had a hard on. Okay, I'm not reading that. Gary G. Carter, do you know the difference between an Irish funeral and an Irish wedding? One has more drinking and less death. Rusty Dog, okay, haters, it doesn't ask to be born, and I wish I wasn't, so please just stop it. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go have to see what's going on with Valentine. I'll check you all later, Richard.